Hi there. We're continuing our progress through the Proverbs, the Mishlei Shlomo, the Life Sayings of Solomon. We're in chapter 29 and we're looking at verses 12 to 14. Verse 12 says, if someone who is in authority, a moshel is the Hebrew word, someone who is a ruler, listens to falsehood, listens to liars, the word again in Hebrew is shaker, it's a strong word. If he listens to falsehood, then all the advice he gets will just be wickedness. It will end up with no result. So it's important, saying here, it's important the sources that governors listen to, that rulers listen to. They need to be making sure that they're not listening to falsehoods. And then verse 13 is an interesting verse. It says that both the poor and those who oppress, presumably those who oppress the poor, have one thing in common. The Lord gives light to both of them. Me'ir enei shenehim, the one who enlightens the eyes of both of them. And this is kind of saying that in this battle that goes on, if you like, in this contention between poor and the oppressor, there's only one source of insight, really. There's only one source of light in these situations, and that comes from the Lord. When we turn our eyes to the Lord, we will cease the oppression and we will find poverty is pushed down because of God's light. It's a great insight. It's a great verse. And it kind of goes on and is painted more into the next verse as well. In verse 14, it says, Melech shofet be'emet, dalim kisor la'ad yikon, which means the ruler who brings equity for the poor will see his throne, his rule established in perpetuity. So again, there's this emphasis on saying that the oppression of the poor is something that is frowned on, is rejected by God, but actually those who care for the poor, those who put God's agenda at the heart of their agenda will be blessed. If a ruler wants to know the policies which will provoke God's blessings and the longevity of his tenure, they only need to know that to ensure that the needy are given what evil wants to deprive them of, will call down, will invoke the favor of the Lord, and that without measure. These are good words to be hearing today as we're in places always in the world of need and of seeking to put things right that are wrong. And when we do that with God's heart in mind, then we're going to see blessing ensue. Let's pursue those things today. Let's be a blessing to those who need that blessing. Have a good day.